Let's get right to it. If I had $1 for every time a woman told me, I think I intimidate men, I'd be doing this episode not from my beautiful new studio, getting ready to do my course for you, but I would be doing it from a tropical island. A beautiful, beautiful tropical island. But, ladies, let me tell you something that might ruffle your perfectly arched brows. Men aren't intimidated by you. That's just not what's happening. What is actually happening is that you're sitting across from a guy, listing off all the ways that your life is already perfect without him. And he's thinking, okay, so why am I here? Men don't run from strong, successful women. They run from women who make them feel unnecessary. They run from dates where they don't get a word in edgewise. And they run from conversations that feel less like a flirty back and forth and more like an episode of your personal documentary. You're not scaring them off, you're just making them feel irrelevant. The thing is, I've been doing this for a really long time now, and I can't tell you how many times a man has come back to me after a date with one of my clients and said, yeah, you were right, she's amazing, she's super smart, really successful, has great friends, but she doesn't need a partner, she's good. And I have to stop myself from lunging through the Zoom call across the virtual table because I know these women. I've spent hours talking to these ladies. I know they want love. I know they want connection. They just aren't saying it in a way that these guys can hear them. So I say to the man, listen, you're wrong. She actually does want a relationship. She's just not making it clear. Knowing that, would you be open to seeing her again? And sometimes they agree to a second date. And then I have to turn to her and say, hey, all right, my dear, we need to talk. You are giving keynote speaker energy. You're giving guest on a podcast energy. And we need to shift to intriguing woman he wants to know more about energy. Because right now he's not even feeling invited. He's feeling like an audience member at the one-woman show of you. Look, I love that you are very proud of your life. You should be. But the entire date is you talking about your career, and I understand this. It's where you have given most of your energy to create this career. It's front and center. But you also talk about your travels, your friends, your success. And then, oh, look at that, the check's here already. What exactly was his role in this little production? Because I promise you, he's walking out of there thinking, well, she's doing fine on her own. And let me be clear, I am not saying that you need to downplay your success to make a man feel comfortable. No, I'm saying if you're talking about your life like it's already a perfectly curated masterpiece, men are going to assume there's no room on the canvas for them. They're not looking for a woman who needs rescuing, but they are looking for a woman who actually wants to share her life with somebody, a teammate. And here's where we get to the real problem. It's not just that these men don't see where they fit. Oh, excuse me for interrupting my own episode, but it's recently come to my attention, looking through all of my analytics, that only 30-something% of the people who watch my episodes are actually subscribed to the channel. It helps me out tremendously when people are actually subscribed to the channel because it allows my episodes to be pushed out so that they're seen by even more people. If you've got an extra 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button, I would be deeply grateful. And let's just get back to the regularly scheduled program. Thank you. Thanks. It's not just that these men don't see where they fit. It's that they don't feel like you care if they fit. Because, ladies, some of you, you're not actually dating, you're performing. You're sitting across from a man, rattling off your highlight reel, and at no point are you engaging with him. And men notice this. They walk away from those dates thinking, she never asked me a single interesting question. I know, they tell me. They come right out and say, she didn't ask anything about me. She didn't seem curious about who I was. And that's a turnoff. It's not intimidating, it's boring. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk about your achievements, but there's a difference between bragging and storytelling. Bragging is, I've built a company, I travel all the time, I have an amazing social life, and I love my independence. Storytelling is, yeah, I once had a Zoom meeting in my car stealing Wi Fi from a Starbucks because I was just starting my company and I didn't even have an office yet. Ever had to fake it till you make it? See the difference? The second one invites him into the conversation. Another thing killing chemistry is that you may be asking questions like a hiring manager. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your 5-year plan? What are you looking for in a partner? What do you think is your biggest weakness? Ladies, no, that is not flirting. That's an evaluation. Instead, play with the conversation. Make it fun. Instead of, what do you do for work? Try, what's something about your job that would really surprise me? Instead of, tell me about your childhood. Try, what's a ridiculous thing that you believed as a kid? The goal here is to create a real moment, an exchange, a connection. We want him to walk away and think, wow, that was different. At the end of the day, men aren't looking for a woman who has it all figured out. But also, if you're treating your life like a finished puzzle, men aren't going to see where they fit. And if you're treating dates like a one-woman monologue, men aren't going to stick around for the second act. Look, I love you. I want you to find someone amazing. But if you're just going to sit back and insist, well, men just can't handle me. Instead of making a simple adjustment or two to actually engage with them, then I can't help you. And if this is a habit you really struggle to break and you want to eventually, well, you know where to find me. My information is in the description box below, where I keep all the good stuff. Men aren't intimidated by you. They just don't feel invited in. So let's fix that. Show him that even though your life is amazing, you're excited to share it with somebody. And for the love of all things good, ask him some real, interesting questions. I hope you found this interesting or helpful. If you did, you might want to check out this episode. Hey, before you go, please give my mom the thumbs up. She's been dealing with my intimidation for decades. Don't even ask how long. And she deserves the affirmation. While you're at it, please hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me. Like you're saying yes to your best self. Thanks for spending time with me today. And until next time, have a good one.